Hey everybody, Knick-Knack here, back again for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my 2018 gaming goals. Now, if you follow my channel for a while, each year I tend to talk about some gaming goals or resolutions that I want to set for myself when it comes to me playing a ton of games this whole year, and I'm doing that again. Now, I didn't really talk about my goals in 2017 specifically, like I talked about them in one of my vlog videos or update videos somewhere in June, and I didn't really follow up on that throughout the whole year. Like even on my last video of 2017, I didn't really talk about it that much, but I'm just going to talk about it here in this video because I just don't want to make sure it got completely forgotten. So the 5 gaming goals I'm talking about from last year that I want to classify or update on: beat 5 RPGs, I complete that goal, and some of the RPGs that I was able to beat include The Fractured But Whole, Breath of Fire, Nier Automata, Persona 5, Shining Force 1, Cosmic Star Heroine, and if you consider it an RPG, Horizon Zero Dawn. So overall, throughout that whole year, I beat 7. Now, the next thing I tried to set for myself is that I want to stream a complete playthrough of a game. As I already did that and was kinda on it because the mic was kinda fucked up, but I was able to beat the whole game, stream it nonetheless. That game was Cosmic Star Heroine. On my second or my third channel, Knick-Knack Plays, you can find my failed playthrough of that on there. I say failed because again, the mic was kind of messed up, or I talked very small or slow, or what's it called? Quietly. There we go. And some people were unable to hear my voice, and yeah. The next gaming goal from 2017 I want to touch up on is to beat the Zelda game. Unfortunately, I failed on that. I started Link's Awakening on the Game Boy and Breath of the Wild on Switch in that same year. I unfortunately haven't beat them during that whole year, which kinda sucks. As for what I think of Zelda after playing those 2 games for a while, it's an alright series. Yeah, I still need to play more Zelda games, I believe. But that failed. The next gaming goal was to buy a specific list of games, and that gaming goal failed because I only got 3 out of the 9 games. The 3 games I was fortunate enough to get from that list I tried to set for myself were Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and Persona 1. The others I still need to get, like Chrono Trigger, Dawn of Sorrow, Fire Emblem DS, and Lunar. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't gotten those games yet. Probably I'm gonna get them this year. And the last gaming goal I set for myself was to get more Persona 1 and 2 merchandise. Just kinda back and forth, because I did get a Persona 1 keychain from Anime Expo, and that was one of the many or only few Persona 1 things that was at that convention. And on a side note, I was able to find a Persona 1 cosplayer at AX during the Persona gathering, and I was freaking excited. But other than that, I didn't really get any Persona 2 merch. But oh well, so that's kind of here and there. So overall, I only completed 2.5 or 2.5 of my goals. But I'm going to try and change that because I'm fortunately done with school overall, trying to live life, make myself better, and all that stuff. And with being done with school, I'm able to game more, of course, and I set 5 new goals for myself as usual for this year, and I'm going to talk about them right now. So let's begin with gaming goal number 1 for 2018. Alright, gaming goal number 1 is that I want to beat 20 games. Each year, I tend to try and set a goal for myself on wanting to beat specific number of games. Like, this year is 20. Last year I tried to beat 5 RPGs. The year before that, I think I want to try and beat 15 games. And in 2015, I want to beat 10 games. This year, because I have enough free time mostly, I'm going to try and beat 20 games. And for most part, I'm going to try and maybe beat smaller games and not play or not level grind too much in RPGs, because that would take way too much time. And yeah, so 20 games. And as for these 20 games, they could be pretty much anything from any platform, any system. I just have to begin them in 2018. So no games I started before and beat this year. So yeah, gaming goal number 1, beat 20 games. Might sound a bit difficult to some people, but for me, considering I have a whole collection of small, short, easy to pick up and play games, I could see myself beating that goal for most part. Speaking of games I want to beat and want to complete or finish, gaming goal number 2 is that I want to finish 5 games that I started earlier. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a man with a whole bunch of games, and because of having a ton of games, sometimes I just like to play a game for a couple of hours and just completely forget about it, mainly because of the next shiny thing or another new game coming out. Most of you understand and have that feeling. Yeah, and because of that, there are a ton of games I still haven't beaten and it's just standing there yet. Yeah, I just lost interest in them, mainly because, of course, again, the shiny thing. And sometimes these games have kind of problems or conflicts in playing them. For instance, I have a couple of PC games. I have trouble playing them, so I just tend to just brush them away for most part. But I'm going to try and finish them or get back to them, as well as our games. Mostly of them are RPGs because I kind of consider that to be the genre that most defines that type of mentality. So yeah, number 2, finish 5 games I started earlier. Gaming goal number 3 is that I want to buy 10 or less games that were released in 2018. And mainly this stems from the fact because I got too many games and I just buy too much, have too little time to play them. Most of you have collections like these big ass stacks and just tend to not do anything about them because you want to play the next 2018 release. And maybe, fortunately, buying 10 games or less that were released in this year will help me want to play all the games that are in my collection in there that I have no experience or playtime on. Yeah, let's hope it works. And yeah, also on top of that, main reason also is because I want to save money, like many people do. So yeah, gaming goal number 3, buy 10 or less 2018 games. I already got 2 of them out of the way or like already pre-ordered, which are the new Radiant Historia remake and Red Dead Redemption 2. So for now, I have to buy 8 more games that are 2018 releases or less in order to like fulfill that goal. Unfortunately, I used GameFly a couple of times, so if I have problems or like want to play a game so badly but don't want to buy it or don't have the money for it, I'm obviously gonna use GameFly because it helped me a lot. Because believe it or not, for my 2017 best video, most of those games I was able to play was due to GameFly, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Justice and South Park Fracture Butthole. So yeah, GameFly is awesome. And on to the next gaming goal. Gaming goal number 4 is that I want to stream 5 games. I'm not sure if I either got this message or saying from Dinky Dana or Jumble Junkie, 2 YouTuber Twitter people that I'm a fan of, and they're pretty much veterans here in this gaming community. But according to one of them, I believe, they said that streaming games on through like, YouTube or YouTube Gaming or Twitch actually helps you like beat the backlog. And that's what I'm gonna plan to do. And also, one of the main reasons like I want to stream games more is so I could give my thoughts and also promote all these games that people might not even know and that are pretty new to me. Like I have a whole bunch that I like want to stream for you. Some of the games is that I really wanted to get into Yakuza series, and I got Yakuza Kiwami back there. Really want to stream that, give my first impressions through streaming on what I think of the series. Our games include the Stranger Things iOS game. I want to beat that and do a complete playthrough of that. Introduce you guys to that. A couple of other RPGs on Steam, like the Darkstone of Mabara, I probably want to stream. And all these other games as well. We'll just have to find out most likely. So yeah. Gaming goal 4, stream 5 games because I want to. And the 5th and final gaming goal for 2018 I want to complete is that I want to review 5 games as well, because there's a whole bunch of games I want to talk about and give you my thoughts on. Last year I reviewed about 2 games, and I'd say the reviews are pretty not too shabby for a smaller YouTuber like me, and who has problem talking. That's why of course I say again, or probably you might know, that I kinda have trouble thinking or talking or keep saying like all the time, but that's besides the point. But I want to review 5 games because there's a whole bunch of games I want to talk about. And yeah. As for those 2 games that I reviewed last year, they were Shining in the Darkness and Virtua Fighter Animation. You could check out those reviews on my channel if you're interested. But I want to review games more because I want to talk about them, probably promote them, and I think the main reason probably is because I want to stop doing pickup videos, as I said in my end of 2017 video. I'm going to try and focus more on reviews because it's more fleshed out and more quality compared to pickup videos. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry that it might be too long as fuck. I just have trouble talking. But those were the 5 gaming goals, as I said again. And just to repeat myself, beat 20 games, buy 10 or less 2018 releases, stream 5 games, finish 5 games I started way back then, and review 5 games. And that's pretty much it. So let me know probably some gaming goals or resolutions or objectives you want to complete during this year. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next video.